Oh, boy. Hello, welcome. Thank you. Oh, my God. Boy, did I pass out. Oh, my God. Megan says, I was trying not to nap on my desk. Be funny. I'm going to try. I'm charged up. Sometimes that's just all you need is just that little bridge the day from the front half of it to like the back half of it. My God. I was just passed out. Ugh. I wake up, Pooh Bear is walking in the room. She's home from school. It's her turn to take a nap. Naps might be the greatest thing on the planet. Next to the prednisone that I am on my way to buy as soon as this show is over. Oh, my God. It's been a topic on this show for extended time. I like to start with a topic and then just run with it and beat it into the ground. And that's one of them. This is a problem that is getting worse and worse and worse with this shoulder, and I just can't take it anymore. And I'm working hard to avoid going to a chiropractor so that I don't want to admit that Kenny was right. We can't have some slack-jawed, rotund yokel being correct about something. He seems to think that if I go to a back cracker, I will be able to solve all of my problems. Jeremy is here, as is the aforementioned shitfuck Kenny. Some audio that I need to share. Jeremy is he's been on like a mission, and he's constantly sending me new clips to play. It's fantastic. He just like does it like out of the blue. As my arm is completely numb. Oh my God. Look at what am I doing now? What am I doing? This is what he describes as this is another Kelly noise. It isn't exactly gross, but it's super weird.
Wow.
Yeah. That's Kelly laughing and saying wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Stevie says, is the camera a bit out of focus or do I need glasses? No, it is. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I noticed that the other day, too. I have no idea what's happening with this. I'm intentionally doing it so that my ugliness is blurred.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if that one's that big of a deal. That's kind of her exuberance. Then he sends me an email with, he describes it as creep mode. I guess the little girl on the show, she's like 16 years old. Her name is Maitland. She smiles, and the guys are always like telling her how hot she is, and they love her dimples. This is Steve.
There's those dimples.
That is gross.
There's those dimples.
Oh, God. Still toying with the idea of doing Who Are These Steve and Kyles? Won't that be fun? Megan says, Kenny, Eric, and anyone else who has been... Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you writing? Jeremy says, I love a good weekday nap on a rainy day. Then don't go to a chiropractor. Go find a rub and tug, says Bob. Kenny, Eric, and anyone else who has been... 2 Gatlinburger Pigeon Forge, 24 hours max during a road trip. What are you talking? I give people so much shit about what you're doing right now. It's constant. I don't know what it is, but I try to beat people up when they do exactly what you just did right there. Google is your friend. Ask those. Look, the camera just cleared up. Google is your friend. Utilize it to ask those questions. Maybe avoid, conversation starters on the chat about you going to faraway places. I know ADHD is a real thing, but we're trying to do a job here. Hey, guys, I'm over here talking this, that, and the other thing, trying to make your life a little bit easier. And Megan's over here trying to get travel trip tips to national parks from everybody. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, everybody, let's talk about traveling to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. All right. This is while you guys all talk to Megan about how to get to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. There's a video going around of at Cabo, some resort in Cabo, in Mexico. And amazingly, as all the beachgoers are doing their thing, a goddamn bull starts wandering around on the beach. And as the bull is wandering around, some chick, the bull starts like sniffing a bag. And lady walks up to the bull and she's like, here, let me get my bag. And everybody's screaming at her saying, get away from the bull, lady. Get away from the wild animal. All right, I want to make sure you can see it. Okay, excellent. So this lady is walking towards the bull. She's right in front of the bull. She's gathering her stuff. She tries to walk away. She had it. She had it.
Ay, la señora.
You are really playing with it right now. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Please.
And now
Please get away.
She had it, and then she drops half her shit as she's fucking walking away. And the guys go, you can hear the guy going, are you kidding me? Stop it.
Please. Please get away.
Yeah, they don't want to see her killed.
Jesus. Lady, please get away. You're not doing us any favors. Get him.
Uh-oh.
Get him.
Oh, look at it. Did she fall? What a fucking klutz. She's got to be drunk as shit. And the bull's like, fuck this. You're too stupid. You're going down. There you go, bitch. Oh, no.
We tried to tell you.
We tried to fucking tell you, the guy says. Oh, no. It gored her right in the face.
Vele a ayudar, córrele.
Camera lady, camera. Camera, mamacita. Look at this chick in the background's got a pail of water.
Hey, por atrás.
Por atrás.
Hey, por atrás, gordo. Por atrás, güey. Hey, cuidado, cuidado, eh.
Oh, my God. Are you okay? She gets up. Yeah, they need to... What an asshole. Everybody there is so pissed off. Jeremy says, quote, that chick is so badly injured. Megan says she's going to bloop it. See, isn't that more fun when we can talk about what's actually going on the show? I just Googled and find out bulls can, in fact, swim, so don't go in the water to try to get away from them. Well, that's cool that you're utilizing Google. Let's see. Rob says, who's going to throw her laptop out the window next St. Patty's Day? That's a joke puzzle. You got to figure that out. But I think I can piece together what you're doing there. Kenny says, LOL, the bull walks away like I showed her. He sure did. What an idiot. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, I have good news. The Biden Trump debates are going down. And they're right around the corner. Oh, my God. This is going to be fantastic. You know, I think we kind of win no matter who wins the election. I think that if Biden wins the election, we've got a lot of interesting shit to talk about as we watch him continue to become unraveled. Okay? And then we watch all the red staters lose their shit. Okay? If Trump wins, well, that's a whole new era of entertainment, in my opinion, if he wins the election. And if he loses the election, you know that that's going to embolden those wackos even more than before about the elections being, whatever, faked or stolen or whatever shit they come up with. Oh, my God. But, no, I'm stoked about these debates. But if I remember the last set of debates 4 years ago, I remember being kind of let down because, I don't know, but if 4 years have passed, and that's a lot more of sanity that has left Joe Biden's brain. And I'm not even saying I'm looking forward to hearing Trump speak. I mean, I don't want to hear Trump talk, for God's sake. He's a psychopath. But I'm just anxious to see how prepared Biden can be, being that his brain is probably, him and my dad have been on a fast pace, actually a slow but steady pace of falling apart, in my opinion. I don't think that Biden is sound in the brain at all. The first one is on June 27th. It's hosted by CNN. And the second one is September 10th, hosted by ABC. And then not that far away from that is the election. That's it. Okay? The quick agreement on the timetable to meet followed the Democrats' announcement that he will not participate in fall presidential debates sponsored by the nonpartisan commission that has organized them for more than 3 decades. Biden's campaign instead proposed the media outlets directly organize the debates with the presumptive Democratic and Republican nominees. Trump, in a post on his Truth Social site, said he was ready and willing to debate Biden. Well, that's interesting that they're going directly to the media outlets as opposed to a nonpartisan commission. Hours later, Biden said he accepted an invitation from CNN, adding, "Over to you, Donald." Trump said on Truth Social he'd be there, adding, "Let's get ready to rumble." I think he can be sued by Michael Buffer for saying that, right? And soon after that, they agreed to the second debate on ABC. Biden wrote, "Trump says he'll arrange his own transportation." And then Biden added, "I'll bring my plane too. I plan on keeping it for another 4 years." So they're talking shit. Oh my God, I love this. The swiftness with which the matchups came together reflects how each of the two profoundly unpopular candidates thinks he can get the better of his opponent in a head-to-head showdown. This is such a pile of shit that we have to choose between these two fucking slobs. God damn. I might even abstain from voting, you know? Just not even vote altogether. And I know I've talked about the wastefulness of getting rid of your vote and voting for a third party, but I don't know. I don't know if I can, with a clear conscience, vote for Joe Biden. God damn. CNN said that its debate would be held in Atlanta studios, and in their Atlanta studios with no audience present. That's bullshit. I want the audience present. You want the audience present. You want them drunk. You want them to hoot, holler, heckle. Yes. It said moderators and other details would be announced later. Disagreements about moderators and debate rules, whatever. I don't even give a shit about that. I'm anxious to find out who Trump picks as a running mate. I don't know if that Christy Nome is in the cards anymore. She has been on a book tour that she ended up canceling after every candidate, every person interviewing her was asking about the dog that she murdered when she went on that bloodthirsty fucking rampage when she killed the dog. And then she's like, oh, well, dog's dead. I might as well kill the goat, too. And she drove back to the gravel pit, killed the fucking goat. Oh, that sick bitch. Fuck. Unbelievable. Jeremy says, easy, go vote for local things. Change starts locally. Well, I know, but I still get to vote. I get to vote for the president. I should vote, right? Oh, my God. Kevin suggests RFK. Well, wait a minute. Isn't he is he independent? I don't know. I can't vote for that fucker, too, because he believes in all that anti-vax bullshit and COVID conspiracy. I hate people that always peddle conspiracy theories. They remind me of fucking Alex Jones. They need to be dead. I hate those people. Anybody that believes in a conspiracy theory, I hate you. Okay? I'm not interested in anything a conspiracy theorist has to say. These are absolute pieces of shit people. Patrick says Trump was getting over COVID, so he was weak, and Biden was sharper at that time. Those debates will be disasters. I can't wait, says Jeremy. Stevie says, make sure you put a towel over Trump's side of the TV so you can stomach the debates. I do. Well, you can still hear him talk, ding-dong. Don't be silly. Come on. Okay, if you had to have sex, here's a question for you. Guys and girls. You have to have sex with either Joe Biden or Donald Trump. You have to pick one. Who are you going to have sex with? And it's not just girls, guys. So, if you're a guy, you have to put your ding dong in either one of those guys' keisters and have sex with them. Girls, you have to have them have sex with you. You have to pick one. I'm going to give an answer here, but I got to think about it. I got to weigh my options. Like, can I actually get any enjoyment out of either of those people? See, you're already losing sight of what my question is, or what the choice is. See, Kenny says I'd rather die. That's not an option. You can't choose death. You have to have sex with one of those guys. Maureen says, great. Mr. Maureen just walked in the house. On that note, Jesus, Eric. Well, that is your fault. Your husband gave you all the tools you need to shield his sensitive ears, your husband, Larry, from the horrible things that I say. I think I would have sex with Donald Trump. I would jam it right into him, and I would enjoy it. Just so I can say that I fucked Trump right in the ass. And I'm not even gay. And then the little bit of jizz I can make, I shot it right up his asshole. That's what I did. I'd make that bitch humble. All right, everybody else has to choose too. I did it. I just said I would screw Donald Trump right up his ass. And I would love it too. I might even go totally gay after that. Still waiting for your votes. There are 14 of you who need to vote. Stevie, I'm looking at you. Which guy would you screw? Or which guy would you let screw you? Trump or Biden? You have to pick. No one is offering votes. This is bullshit. Maureen says Biden if I have to choose. Jeremy says Trump, but only because he'd be more embarrassed. All right. Stevie chooses Biden. All right. That's all great and stupid. Finally today, the guy in Maine who won $1,300,000. This is proof positive that if you're not careful, money can fuck everything up. The guy wins $1,300,000. He promised to share it with the family. He hasn't, and now he's being sued. And everybody in the family hates him. Now, if I won $1,300,000, I would first of all be concerned about being revealed. I would try my best to make it so that I didn't have to be revealed. We've examined this many times. I think there is a way to establish some type of trust, and some way you can finagle this. That would be of the utmost importance. Now, ultimately, if I did win the $1,300,000, I would, first of all, I would have to just think about it for the longest time before I went and claimed it. But then I would be scared that I'd lose the ticket. There'd be so many problems that would just kind of like manifest in my own brain after winning $1,300,000. I said 300,000. It's $1,300,000,000. That's how much money the guy won. We don't yet know the name. Things have taken a turn for the worse. It is a legal battle. I think I might even have a story that goes with it. I apologize if you were just hearing audio. Okay, here we go. I wouldn't share. I'd disappear forever, says Aaron. All right, let's check this story out.
Here are tonight's winning numbers to the second largest Mega Millions jackpot in history. 30, 43, 45, 46, 61, and the Mega Ball is 14. It appears someone will be able to claim the prize because the Mega Millions website suggests next week's jackpot is already back down to 20 million. KTVU's Alyssa Harrington joins us now live in Alameda. Alyssa, Christine and I obviously didn't win, but some good news.
Okay, that's from when the number was pulled. That's an old clip. We don't need that. But everything has gone to hell for this person since then. His family have accused him of reneging on promises he made in the event that he won it, that if he won it. So he said, you know what? If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to give you all a certain amount of money. Well, then the fucker does win it. And then he's like, no, I don't want to give it to you now. What a greedy fuck. I mean, if you won $1.3 billion, I would use that to actually, because there's a lot of family members that I don't like, who, like, I'm going to give you $1 million, but you have to sign an agreement that you never talk to me ever again. Okay? This is a fuck off agreement. I'm giving you the $1 million, and then I'm telling you to go fuck yourself. These allegedly included setting up $1 million trust fund and covering his father's medical expenses. That's what he wanted to do. But now this guy's being an asshole. He says, no, I'm not going to help anybody. The guy has hit back and accused his daughter's mom of breaking a non-disclosure agreement when she told the rest of the family about the win before their daughter's 18th birthday, which is in 2032. So he's got a daughter, and he's like, you can't say anything about me winning this. This is to the mother of his daughter until 2032. And he's saying and she narked him out. He won the lottery. It's her who told. It was one of the largest wins of a lottery in U.S. history. While the identity of the winner has not yet been made public, the win has only become increasingly complicated as time has gone by. Court documents obtained by the Daily Beast indicate that in a series of cases filed on May 10th, and all of the parties involved allege that the others have engaged in misconduct. So they're all pointing fingers. So this is a goddamn mess. The guy probably hasn't even spent 1 cent of this fucking money, and all this shit is going down. I don't know why you wouldn't just give a portion of that money away just to get these people to shut the fuck up. Despite the allegation from the winner, identified as John Doe in court documents, Smith is the mother of the daughter, has claimed that it was, in fact, Doe who revealed his win. Her lawyers argue that this disclosure shatters the remaining shards of this suit. Meanwhile, Doe's father has also claimed that he revealed the win himself, as well as suggesting ways he would share the winnings. So basically, this guy won all the money, and then he opened his mouth, and then he said, well, you know what? Maybe I don't want to give the money away. Quote, I understand that my son has stated that he told me nothing about his money other than the simple fact that he had won. That is not true. The father claimed he had never asked for any money, but his son had made promises about how he would share it. These allegedly include building his dad a garage with old cars, buying the house where his father raised him, setting up a trust fund of $1 million for dad, and covering his medical expenses. Boy, after you win $1,300,000,000, that doesn't seem like a lot. But the father went on to claim that their relationship quickly deteriorated and he has not done any of the things he promised. For his part, Doe has accused his dad of attempting to expose his identity. The case continues. Wow. God damn. You see? See what happens when you get rich? You become a fucking asshole. My God. It's not so hard. Just help out those that are in your family, and then that's the end of it. The rest of them, fuck it. You give them the one fee, and then you're done. You got to cut the line off somewhere. I'm cutting this line off now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to the pharmacist. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Not all of you said who you'd have sex with, Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Shame on you. I'll talk to you later, folks. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, hello. Oh, my God. I love you so. Welcome. So, I'm with Madison. We drive. This is the time of the year when it's like snow tires off, regular tires on. That's what happened yesterday. It's just a curveball because, like I indicated, I go over there, yeah, snow tires off. Regular tires. Ah, your regular tires are shit. Ah, fuck. Okay, great. It's done. Today, Madison's Day. I go, we got to take your car in. Oh, I don't want to. Two-person job. You drive your car, I drive my truck. We go there, we give the guy the key. Tires, here's tires. You get in my truck, I drive you home. I don't want to do it. Oh, my God. You're going to make me do it? You have it made. You know? Kenny says, you think that they would have told you that when they took him off for the winter, right? Yeah, exactly. So now Madison's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I got, okay. She goes, I don't like surprises. I go, well, just drive there. You get out of your car into my truck and sit there. I go in, I give the guy the key, give him 4 tires, and we leave. It's just simple. I got to get ready. All right. I've got work to do. How's an hour? Okay. Jeremy says, my company just replaced 8 tires on my truck. $3,762.89. 8. So you drive like a big giant pickup, right? Not a pickup, a big giant 18-wheeler, like that's on the tractor. So on the tractor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking that there's 4 sets of dualies, right? And then there's a 2 in the front, and then there's 8 in the back. That's pretty fucking expensive. You ever like ponder about like what happens to all the tires? I think they pretty much grind them up, don't they? And then that material is reused. Did you ever consider the imponderable number of how many tires have been used since tires were invented? And I guess my question is, all of what tires are made of, rubber. Is rubber like, is that like, rubber's made, right? It's made from fossil fuel. Or do you like get rubber out of the ground? I don't think you get rubber out of the ground. I feel like an asshole for even suggesting that. Where does rubber for tires come from? Natural rubber, the primary material used in tires. No, it is grown. It comes from the latex of the Hevea brasilensis tree, also known as a rubber tree. Oh, my God. This tree is native to the Amazon rainforest in South America and requires a hot, damp environment to thrive. About 90% of rubber for tires comes from plantations in Southeast Asia, particularly India. Wow. I didn't know that. Here's an image of a plantation. I guess these buckets, they attach to the tree and collect whatever the tree produces, right? My God. Rob says, don't you remember Greg's rubber tree? Well, that was a different kind of rubber. That was actual rubbers on a tree. Rob says they grind the tires up and they end up on turf athletic fields. I remember hearing about that. Wow. I didn't really think that I just thought it was like created. That's incredible. Well, anyway, I could ponder that imponderable the whole day. Guy says, all right, come get your car in a couple hours. Good to go. So, all right. Chris says, look up Fordlandia, a whole town Ford built just to harvest rubber for trees. Okay, I will. There was a musical drop from the Freeburn Hot Wing Show. Rubber tree. Yeah, I remember that. I wrote that. Hey, have these chicks cut rubber tree. Douchebag. Jeremy says correct. Easy. 2 steer tires, 8 drive tires. Patrick says some get recycled into new tires. I saw how it's made on it. I saw that too. There's fucking TikTok videos and Facebook videos of guys like they like pull the old ones off and then they retread them and they throw them into like a big fucking oven or some shit. It's fucking cool. Oh my God. Facebook, TikTok, all those reels. I love that shit. It's everything is how it's made. The latest one is a guy who he has a lawn mowing equipment, and he cuts intricate patterns into lawns. And like if you're looking at him from like a drone, it's whatever, Winnie the Pooh. And I was reading that the guy, he's so he started posting his videos on Facebook, and people started watching these really satisfying videos, and I love these things of him cutting big, giant, vast pieces of property of very, very wealthy people into cool shit. And he gets noticed by like some Sultan of Brunei or some shit. Some extremely wealthy, like there's maybe 2 or 3 people wealthier than this fucking guy in the whole world. Okay? And he wants his property to look a certain way, like with his face and images of him like beating up women or, you know, whatever the fuck. Okay, like on this 10 acres, I want me beating my wife. And on this 10 acres, I want me sodomizing my kids. And then on this 10 acres, I want me murdering my slaves in my lawn. Like those are the images I want in my lawn. Can you do that? And the guy says, yeah, I can do whatever you want. You give me a picture. I load it into my little computer, my high-tech lawnmower fucking thing. I sit in it. I get a fucking Pabst beer. I hit go, and away we go. Next thing you know, boom, there you are on your grass, sodomizing your slaves. It's awesome. What do you say? I'm not even making this up. This is serious. Some of it I'm making it up, but like that part. But I didn't want you to think that I was making all this up. That part I wish was happening. But this guy, he hired him, and he goes, he goes, well, I need all my equipment. He goes, no matter. I'm having you just show up at the airport. I'll have the appropriate, what do you call it? Transport planes. And you just get all your shit there. We'll load it into the plane, and you sit there like on the riding mower, drink Pabst. We'll fly you to wherever the fuck we are, land that thing, and then you start mowing me, raping people. Okay, man, that sounds great. They're paying him like $150,000 to do this shit. And that happened because he just put his stupid videos up on the internet. Oh, my God, it's fucking great. I love that. Jeremy adds, 9 times out of 10, the rubber you see on the side of the road is retread treads that come unglued. I've seen those. I see those all the time. Guy cuts images in lawn videos. I don't know if this is it. Guy cuts images in lawn for rich guy. I don't know if this is it. I hope it's it. This might be it. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is the guy. That lawn dude. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, here. Oh, my God. Love this so much.
Today we're playing connected dots and we're going to trace over these lines. And the internet trolls always say my lines are crooked, so guess what? If you can't beat them, I guess then join them. I'm going to show them some real crooked lines. Also, disclaimer for anybody that drives past this property. Please don't stare too hard because you might get lost in the sauce and cause a wreck. So we're finishing up the first passover of this Charlie Brown inspired pattern. A couple more swiggles to even it out. And you already know I had to go over it twice just to make them pop that much more. Just finishing up the last couple stripes. I'm gonna go try to find this on Google Maps, see if it translates. Shout out to the trolls.
Okay, that was horrible. What just happened? That lawn dude. Okay, hold on a second here. 1.2 million followers. 7.1 million.
Rick Ross's lawnmower. They don't let anybody just sit on this, but he wanted that lawn dude to check this out. The Bel Air, powder blue with the white, got the speakers on it.
This fucking dick just cuts lawn, and he makes billions of dollars doing this shit.
Some may call it luck, but luck is where hard work and opportunity cross paths.
This might be it.
And I have the opportunity to cut Rick Ross's grass for his car show coming up June 1st.
Okay, so forget where I said he was a guy in Saudi Arabia making him. That part was fucking in my brain. I don't know why. This is clearly a guy who's in America. This is not a guy who's making him draw, do patterns of him fucking his slaves. But I don't know why I thought that might have made the story better.
First, his house is over 55,000 square foot and sits on over 300 acres, and I'm ready to take on the challenge. My question to you is, how much would you charge for a one-time cut of 300 acres? Of course, I'll be using the best CRM in the game, and that is Jobber. Jobber allows you to quote, schedule, invoice, and get paid all in one place. Let me pull up the mobile app and lock in all the information,
fuck off.
as well as note any specific
Just get
details
to cutting the
that
lawn,
needed.
dick.
Keep your service.
All right. Well, I guess that's what's happening. I had about 5% of that right.
Look at that thing with this one.
I think it's stripeable. Smells good here, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay, just cut the thing.
We're in your gym right now.
All right. That's too much. Anyway, that's pretty cool that this guy, I like the fact that he's just a dude cutting lawn, and he becomes ultra famous because people see his videos and they're like, yeah, we want you at my place. We want you cutting my lawn. First of all, I got to apologize for this camera. It keeps going in and out of focus. And I don't know why that is. I hate it, though. Perhaps if I get a... See, right here, okay, I'm looking okay. Handsome as always. And then it kind of drops out. And then it's like back in and out and in. And I think I need a new camera. Sorry about that. I've got some videos that I want to share with you that Chris has been sending me a lot of these. Chris D. I love him so much. Okay. So this one's a good fight. It looks like at a Pittsburgh Steelers football game. And she is giving dude the business. She puts hands on him and he takes her hand and goes, "Don't touch me." Okay. So the dude in the hat here, the baseball hat, that's her boyfriend. That's important. Here we go. Okay. Now. Okay, she touched him first, and then she smacked him in the face, and then he balls up his fist. He wants to punch her. He does not. This guy now is in his face. The boyfriend is in his face. So they push, but it doesn't end there. This gets even more ugly. Let's make sure that you're able to see this, because you never know. My luck is bad. Chris says the autofocus lens might be dirty. I'll check it out later. Thank you for that. Here we go. Okay, so now, okay, she ate that punch. She did eat that punch. It was kind of frantic there. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of arms, a lot of hands, but he does bring that right back, and whammo, she did eat that punch. Now dude is like, all right. And then this dude is like, okay, boyfriend ate one punch, ate another punch, and that one's it. He's down. Okay, he that one knocked him the fuck out. One, and boom! He's gone. Girlfriend is trying to protect him. Dude shoves her out of the way so he can beat dude more. Okay, now he's cooling out. People are like, okay, dude, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, now they're saying she smacked him in his face.
Hit him first.
Yeah, she smacked him in his face. Yeah.
Somebody get his glasses.
Okay, I gotta go back here. I think they're touching there. I think their hands are interlocked at this point. So something, I'm not sure who touched who there, but then she smacked him in the front of the fucking face. He said, "Don't touch me." And then she smacked him. I think she touched him first. And then she smacked him. All right. So the wires crossed. This guy now wants to slug her, but he doesn't. He pulls back. At this point, it's just pushing and shoving. And then he says, "All right, enough's enough." Whammo! I'm anxious to see what the chat thinks about this. I know Kenny is like, there is no way that he should have hit her in the face. I kind of agree with that. I think if he just beat the boyfriend's ass and didn't actually strike her with a punch in the face, you know, because isn't that how it works? If your girlfriend does that, you can if the girlfriend hits you, you can kick his ass. You can beat up the boyfriend. I'm curious what you guys think. Was it okay for black guy to give a knuckle sandwich to the chick and the guy? Either way, that was kind of a mess. All right. Some other stuff I wanted to share with you. Chris sent look at this. In their release video, there's a schedule of games coming out. The LA Chargers have animated image of Harrison Butker in the kitchen. That's great. I love that. And the NFL has said that they are, they're completely distancing themselves from Butker, saying, yeah, those aren't our sentiments whatsoever. Fucking caveman. Okay. So I like that.
At what point are we just...
I like this, too. Thank you, Chris. He has a slew of Chris D videos that came in. Soccer match. I hope this happens at the soccer match that I'm doing PA for on Friday at Davenport.
Now the raccoon goes on. This is marvelous entertainment.
It's a raccoon.
Are we just rooting for
him?
Very nearly got away. Go on, raccoon.
Oh, no.
Very nearly got away. You can get out. Don't hurt him.
Oh.
They got him. They got the raccoon. Now the raccoon goes
Yeah, definitely don't hurt it.
on. This is
Poor thing.
marvelous entertainment.
At what point are we just rooting for him?
Very nearly got away. Go on, raccoon. Very nearly got away.
Right, he actually hits the guy in the head. He hits the raccoon in the head. Right.
Can get out.
Right there. That's not good. Oh, fuck. My God, that's terrifying. I feel so bad for the raccoon.
Don't hurt him. They got him. They got the raccoon.
All right. Silly. This one, the home team is losing badly. And the announcers say, all right, we'll be back after the commercials. And they think their mics are off, but they're not.
Adam Sussman here with the halftime show next. A busy action night around Major League Soccer. Get you updated on that and the thoughts of Aaron Heinsohn on the first 45 minutes.
All right, no big deal. Okay, so they think they're right now they think they're in commercial break.
All good.
La, la, la. La, 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 la. Steven, you want to come coach this team? You want to come coach this team? Can't be any worse.
Oh no.
This is...
Oh, shit.
You can be anything you...
Okay, this is Ashley St. Clair. I take it back. This is a person named Ashley St. Clair posting a video about Missouri's Secretary of State candidate. I think. All right, yeah. Ashley St. Clair is posting about this candidate who's and they don't even say the name of the chick. She's running for Secretary of State in Missouri, and she boldly displays this video.
In America, you can be anything you want. Don't be weak and gay. Stay fucking hard.
Valentina Gomez. She's running down the street very fast, wearing looks like a weighted vest.
In America,
you can
be anything you want.
Be anything you want.
Don't be weak and gay.
So don't be weak and gay. Stay fucking hard. And then there's a picture of her holding this bazooka, whatever the fuck it is. With it. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Only today. This is like the new spate of people. You get hot chicks who may not even be right-wingers, but they want to move up in politics, so they just say right-wing shit and do shit that fucking whacked out right-wing guys do, like shoot guns and beat up blacks and shit like that. And there you go. So that's Valentina Gomez. That's what she's doing. Oh, she's fucking beautiful. She's what a evil looking, lovely, hot fucking psychopath. Jesus Christ. We need it's just amazing that all these beautiful women have become such fucking diabolical whores. These demonic fucking women. By the way, Blue State Rob, I think it was Blue State Rob that said that he thought that this was Colin Kaepernick taking a knee and not Harrison Butker cooking a pie in the kitchen. Jesus Christ. So that's crazy. Thank you, Chris, with a number of amazing videos that we were able to share here on the show. I think that's it. Is that it? No, that's not it. This one's pretty good, too. In California, thieves are going up to the Tesla charging stations.
Cut all the Tesla.
And there's supposed to be cords here to hook up to your car.
Charging cables.
And the thieves are cutting the charging cables because
I think that
there's copper inside of them.
Protest. There's some symbol of activism, but it's not. It's the Bay Area. And these things have a load of copper in them. They're going to recycle them and cash them in.
Yeah. It's a lot of money. Fucking ridiculous. California crime is so absurd. How about this? Okay, I love this. This is it is a New York City to Dublin portal installation. So this portal here, the people that you see in the portal are in Dublin, and they are seeing all the people here in New York City. Little camera at the top of it. And this chick she uses it for hilarity because she pulls a fucking Ashley. Welcome to Titty City. This kid, look at this kid. Oh my God. Now look. I hope that doesn't mean that There's going to be a big throng of audience members who are pissed off now. You can't be pissed off at me, all right? You're going to have to reach out to whoever that was and yell at her. But I think it's hilarious. For some reason, it's different there than it was on Patreon when Ashley decided that she wanted to show her boobies to everybody. All right? Okay, that's my time. I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I promise I'll publish this on time. Take care. Bye-bye. And hello. Oh, God, do I need a haircut. Jesus, fuck. Welcome to each and every one of you to the Eric St. Show podcast Patreon bonus. Thank you for being here. I'm excited. Chris says, we're live as hell, man. And it's true, we are live as hell. All right. The Eric Zane Show podcast West Michigan tour of tires continues today. The plan is to drive over to pick up Jackie's car, which is my car. And they're all my cars. They're all my cars. You know? I drive cars here until they get to a certain point, and then when I don't need it, I give it to one of the kids, and then they drive it. And then they go, hey, I'm thinking about getting a new car. And I go, oh, really? Yeah, I'm going to trade this one in, trade this one in. And I'm like, well, that's not yours. It's mine. You're using it. That's my car. What, I can't trade this in? No. You can tell how the first time that you said this, and I said, no, you can't trade it in because it's mine. The only one that I gave outright was to Jim. I said, just take it. Because this is the way it adds up in my brain. He didn't go to college, even though I tried to get him to go to college, and then all that craziness with the fake solar system project. Oh, my God. I should have just cast him out, never to talk to him again. Of course, I wouldn't do that. But at the time, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. So and he's got, my grandkids, and he needs a decent car to drive around. I go, all right, buddy, just take the car. We had that Journey, that Dodge Journey, that 16 Journey. I go, you just take that car. It's yours. But for Jackie, it's like she's driving this Civic, and I'm like, fuck that. Yeah, no, you're not selling that car. It's mine. So then people are like, well, easy, why don't you just make her go to Tire Place and get the tires changed? And I'm like, well, then it won't get done. Okay? And when you drive tires around in warm weather, it eats them up really fast, and she just wouldn't do it. Well, she might do it, but I'd have to like be all on her and like bug her to do it, and it's like, that's fucking stupid. Rob says, fake solar system project. What the fuck? Are you not aware of that? Is everyone not aware of the fake solar system project? Because if I need to, I will tell that story once again. I mean, part of the lifeblood on this show is telling the golden oldies. Considering the absolute hell he put me through in this debacle, the trade-off is I, with reckless abandon, will tell that story to the masses. So Chris doesn't know. It appears Rob doesn't know, which is shocking because Blue State Rob is a longtime listener. Stevie says, tell the story. It's good. It is good. It's really good. I just told this story about the fake solar system project to Dougie over at Bosco's. And he's like, holy shit. Are you serious? All right, let's do this shit. First of all, Jim gets accepted at Ferris State University. He doesn't do anything that first year. He bombs out. He says, I want to come back home. I want to be with my significant other, and I want to be near my son. And I go, well, all right, buddy, come on back. So at the time, Jim, Aubrey, and my one grandson and Jim. So Jim, Aubrey, and my grandson were living here at the house, and that was a challenge. I'm not going to lie. Jim and I do this when we're together. There's a lot of headbutting. But anyway, I go, well, son, what do you want to do? I want to go to school. Yeah, and I don't remember if it was that simple. Maybe I had to like twist his arm into doing it. I don't know. I really wanted him to go to college. I thought your best option in life at this stage of the game. I go either skilled trades or a college. I don't want to do skilled trades. I go, well, here's the way that works. A lot of times, it's on the job training, and they pay for any type of advanced work as your skill set improves. They're using you at different portions of job sites as your skill level increases and your experience, and it's really a wonderful way to go. And just about anything. You could be a mason, you could be an electrician, you could be a pipe fitter, you could be an expert in building, construction, electrical work. I mean, it's like the sky is the limit. I go, and you know why this is a great time? Drive through any major metropolitan city, and you know what you're going to see? Cranes. That's when you know they need work, because there's work. They need workers because there's work everywhere. And it's still like that to this day. You drive through any metropolitan city, there's cranes everywhere because they're still building. No. How about school? Well, okay. 2-year college, community college. All right, you can stay here, go to the college. All right. Picks his classes. The bill comes. Actually, you pay the bill right there. We pay the bill. He starts going to class. So puts his books in his backpack, and he goes, gets all the school books, whatever. Puts the books in his backpack, leaves for the day. And this continues. And about 2/3 into the semester, he says to me, okay, I don't like not being at home all day because I'd rather be around the kid, and I want to do my part. Now, this was all bullshit. I go, okay. I was at the radio station. He goes, I talked to my professors, and they're going to let me do classes from home. This is obviously before COVID. I go, really? That's unheard of. He goes, I know. But they're making a special exception for me, Dad. I go, oh, okay. He goes, here, let me just email you the correspondence with this one professor of mine, or my advisor, or something like that. So I get this email, and it's the conversation between these two. And I go, all right, yeah, it looks like he's all about it. Good for you. Glad you got that done. Time passes. I get a heads up from Jim. He goes, hey, I have this astronomy class, and I'm doing a mock-up, an incredible mock-up of our solar system. And I need you to go to, on your way home from work, can you do me a favor? What is it? Go to Hobby Lobby, and like those balls that are that fucking foam that you stick flowers in? I go, yeah. Those are going to be my planets. I need you to get some baling wire and some dowels and string, and it's going to be awesome. I go, yeah, man. Fuck yes. I march my ass into Hobby Lobby, FaceTime him. I go, okay, how about this? He goes, that's the sun. Get the sun. Okay, Venus. That one right there. No, not that one. Jupiter. Okay, very good. Uranus. Oh, we got them all. Even Pluto. I'm going to count that as a planet. This is going to be tits. I need some spray paint. And if you give me all this other shit. So I spend like $100. I give it to me. He goes, fuck yes. He right away gets to work. And he builds this thing. And I took a look at it. I go, God, that looks like something that a little baby would make, a child. I go, college sure has changed. You can get away with just making a big pile. I'm thinking to myself, big pile of shit. I mean, who doesn't know this? I mean, this is like something you would see like in 3rd grade, you know? Like, what? Yeah, whatever. He's doing great. Yeah, Dad, I got an A. Oh, fuck yes. You're killing it. Go out to my mailbox. And there's one made out to Jim. And it's from the college. And I can tell right away, this is something, I went, what is this? This is a check. I can tell just by looking at it. It's a check. You can like peek in the side. It says, to the order of. I go, uh-huh. Why is the school sending Jim money? And I opened it up right there at the mailbox. And it is made out to him for the full reimbursed amount of tuition, which you only get if you withdraw before classes even start. And I found out that about 10 minutes after I had paid for the classes, he had dropped out of the classes. First and foremost, my first thought was, this is made out to you and mailed to you, and I just happened to intercept it. I guess we'll never know. But since you're being completely dishonest about this long con with your father, what exactly were you going to do with this check? Rather than just telling me, Dad, I don't want to go to college, he did this. He sent, and then all of this was a ruse, every bit of it. He would leave the house and go to fucking McDonald's and wait there all day. He went to all these lengths to trick me. You might as well have just gone to the classes. Can you believe this craziness? This is so. Now, after all of this, it was at this point that I made a pact with me that I am never asking another question. Okay? Kenny says he was totally going to pocket that money. It's tough to not think like that. But I ended up, even to this day, I don't ask questions about anything. Because I don't want to be lied to. So something really was the matter there. And to be honest with you, this has never, ever, ever been resolved. This kind of just like floated away, gone. It was never, even just bringing it up now and telling you about it. I'm like, what the fuck was happening there? What a goddamn mystery. I felt like such a fool. Now, a father who was a lesser man than me would have flipped out. I did not flip out. I just went, oh boy. And I just went, oh man, God bless you. Your life's going to be hard. This is going to be very difficult for you. What does old Pooh Bear think? Good question. I need to ask her that. I think there had been many manipulations in the past leading up to this, lots of half-truths and untruths that made us kind of like, we were numb at that point. And, yeah, we did our best to not freak out because we knew that would just push him further away and alienate him. And we kind of like did, all right, you're on your own. Do it your way. Seriously. Don't do it to our expectations. Do what makes you happy. You know, if you're motivated at a certain level and someone tries to let's say your kid's at a certain level and you try to make them operate at this level, motivate them, it's not going to work. They got to be intrinsically motivated to do it. You can suggest all you want till you're blue in the face. But if they are not driven on their own, you can't make them do anything. It's all you're going to do is piss them off and they're going to hate you. And then that's the end of it. So in the end, my son does not hate me as far as I know. And he's doing what he wants to do. He's going to be 30. You believe that? Jackie and Madison, they're motivated in an entirely different way, different level. And for Jim, I was like, hey, don't you want to do this? Don't you want to do that? Shouldn't you do this? Shouldn't you do that? Nope. Okay. Jackie and Maddie, we never had to have that conversation. It never even crept into the arena. It's unbelievable. These kids are different. So I got one that was like what I just described to you. And then you got Jackie. She's seems to be very intrinsically motivated. And then Madison is I think she's the most, not only is she motivated, but she's the most emotionally deep. 3 very different people. But you know what's interesting is I think Jim might be the smartest of the 3. Like he's a gift. He's a charmer. He could talk his way in and out of everything. The ease at which he tricked me into thinking that he was going to school, and I'm a goddamn, I can do that myself. And I had no idea that I was getting tricked, none whatsoever. He was so convincing at it. He was very good at it. I was like, you could use that for good. You really could. If you decided to do something like, I don't know, be some type of motivational speaker in some ways or whatever, I don't know, maybe you could do a podcast. Maybe you could pull that shit off. But, yeah, I felt like such a cock. Jesus. Kevin says, why didn't I think of this when I went to college for a semester? Kenny says I think I read that already. He was totally going to pocket that cash. Rob says, wonder where he got the idea to pull off a fraudulent scheme. There was no fist fight or a threat of one? I don't believe so. What about reimbursement for the Hobby Lobby supplies? Negative. I just chalked it up to cost of doing business for the podcast. I got a great story out of it. Getting a great story out of something means something in my world. You think about all the legendary stories. Like, I tell them with reckless abandon. If I am made to look a fool and there's a story to tell, that's payment. I look no further than sitting here getting a phone call from that hero Gary over at the Men's Warehouse. All that while, I was so pissed off. In the back of my mind, I was like, you better believe I'm going to tell that fucking story. You better believe I'm going to give every gruesome detail about that story. And rightfully so. Patrick says, I saw a story where a daughter killed her mom and the daughter did the same thing as Jim. Pretended to be at school, but she did it for 2 or 3 semesters. Ugh. Stevie says, what kind of work does Jim do these days? Jim drives a forklift. And he moves warehoused parts from in a facility known as In On Time right now. Kenny says you didn't just get tricked, you got bamboozled. Yeah, that was a full-on bamboozling. You know what, though? It's a damn good thing that I intercepted that check because that leaves a little bit of mystery as to what was going to happen to that money. Because had it been deposited, I would have found out about that. And that's like theft. Well, that is theft. Bob says car in the ditch. God, I'd love to get my hands on that audio. Where's the car? In the ditch. What? Did Jim ditch the car? No. Where's the car? In the ditch. Dad, I gotta go. Legendary. Chalk it up to your kids. Your kids just give you great stories. They really do. All right. This is today's the 45th birthday, would have been the 45th birthday of one Wells Crowther. You've heard me talk about Wells before. Man in red bandana, it's worth mentioning. Look it up. Man in red bandana, if you want to see an amazing story about a hero from 9/11. A man wanted to be a fireman. He was in the tower. And this is his story. I don't want to ruin it because, you know, even if there's like 100 people that happen to hear what I'm saying right now, and then I happen to give too much information about man in red bandana, I don't want you to experience it knowing half the damn story. So take a little time, search out Man in Red Bandana. It's a film. You can watch it for free on whatever source. It's a documentary about this young man, Wells Crowther. That's just the neatest name in the world, Wells Crowther. Occasionally, I will talk to the people who made this film. I've been trying to get them on the podcast for the longest time. I talk about it every 9/11. It is well worth your time. Not a dry eye in the house when you see the story of one Wells Remy Crowther from beautiful Upper Nyack, New York. Happy birthday, Wells, in heaven. This guy, holy shit. He got up there. He got up to heaven. They're like, oh, my man, did you live a life? Holy shit, get in here. Get in here, Wells. All right. Now, back to Earth. I got a video I want to share from the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson press conference. Actually, in the press conference, this is going to be a Netflix event. It's going to be on Netflix, the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, and that's awesome. So I'm excited about seeing that. Netflix is pretty damn cool. You just pay for it every month, and there it is. So that's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how that is. In this press conference, not only is Jake Paul going to talk and Mike Tyson's going to talk, but two other lady fighters who I guess are going to fight. So let's have a quick listen to these two. Here you go.
The fighters, what is one thing people don't know about you?
What is one thing that people don't know about you? We'll start with you, Katie.
One thing that people don't know about me.
Look at her. Katie's got all those belts there. She's must be great.
I can't sing or I can't dance. That's what. I can box.
Mike, what is one thing people don't know about you?
None of their fucking business.
He does not look 57. Mike looks great.
Amanda Serrano, what is one thing people don't know about you?
that I actually don't like fighting or arguing outside of the ring. I love to fight in the ring, that's my home, but outside don't like to get into fights or arguments.
Jake Paul, one thing people don't know about you.
I want to kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
Look at him chewing gum. He looks like such a fuck. Okay? He could be likable if he just didn't look like that. What a fucking asshole. Why can't someone be good and just not be a fucking cock?
I want to kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
You wanted to kiss me?
He said he wanted.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when you can be you can be next to Mike Tyson and actually sound more retarded than he does. That's pretty bad.
You wanted to kiss me?
He said he
Indeed.
Huh?
He said he wanted to kiss you.
That's so ironic that he said that because I saw a picture of him dancing at 16 doing a little dance on YouTube, and for some reason I had an erection.
Gentleman right here with the hat.
What the fuck? That's so ironic. I saw him when he was 16 and I had an erection.
Huh?
He said he wanted to kiss you.
That's so ironic that he said that because I saw a picture of him dancing at 16 doing a little dance on YouTube, and for some reason I had an erection.
What? Why would you say that?
Gentleman right here with the hat.
Wow. What a bunch of fucking morons. Oh. Jesus. Patrick says Tyson is perplexed. Like every other person at Walmart down here. Stevie says sounds like a pedo to me. Talking about Gary at the Men's Warehouse. Gary paid the price for the Men's Warehouse story. I don't know about that. I think the tailor is the one who paid the price. The lady who had the fabric shears, and she knew that suit had to be done. The wedding was the next day. And she was cutting with the fabric shears. She's cutting the pants to sew it all together. And she actually had to cut the feces with the scissors and then sew up the gap and put the needle through shit. That actually happened. I think that's the one who actually paid the price, frankly. I just felt like an asshole. Gary and I both were collateral damage when the NFK shit his pants and then didn't tell anybody and then said, yeah, go ahead, tailor these. My God. That story is that moment in time is perfect. Okay? That story is perfect because at the time, Rob says the dry cleaners, yes, also victims here. At the time, I was so incensed at this that I thought I just was panicking, and I hadn't even begun to think about the possibility of telling this as a story. But when I was returning from the cleaners, or maybe it was the next day, in my brain, I'm moving the pieces of this story into a workable arrangement of how I could tell it on the air, and what would be first, second, third, all the different acts and the story arcs and where I was and how I felt and the expressions on his face and the tone of Gary on the phone. I was like, oh, this is going to be magical. This is a 30-minuter. This is going to take some time. I would say that in the 5+ year history of the podcast, there are just a small number of legendary moments that can never be forgotten. And it's debatable as to what is what. And a lot of them center around Kenny. This one does not. This is a gigantic moment. You got a lot of NFK stories in there when he gave the finger to the sweatshirt and called it the N-word at the nature exhibit in Grayling with the Cub Scouts there. That was bad. The Gary incident. A lot of them involve feces and smears in various spots. Z-Speed Mobile Mechanic, legendary. I Want to Be Your Friend, Not Your Content was legendary. Can you think of other gigantic moments in this show? They're almost like too numerous to count. Kenny says, you know you love me. Oh, I do. Of course I love you. I love you forever. You're sweet as peaches. If I didn't have those moments, oh my God. The Z-Speed was special because I had no intention of discussing that. I didn't even see it. Kyler's the one who sent me the goddamn screenshot. And then I was like, what? Oh, man. And then I filed it in my brain, didn't even think another thing of it. And then you did something dumb on the Monday, and that's when I hit with it. And it hit hard. And then all of a sudden, 30 minutes later, we got Z-Speed guy on the phone. Rob knows a specific portion of the Gary Men's Warehouse story where when I told it, now I don't remember this, but he does. He writes, I love how you led it with, I'm going to tell you up front, he got shit on the inside of the pants. I have no recollection of that. You see, the fact that you remember that means that I did my job. If you are like, I remember exactly what you said, that's fucking great. Bob says the Devil Fart Mike origin. Oh, yeah, Devil Fart Mike.
That was fantastic.
And then the subsequent Rick says, I will cancel my advertising if you fart on the mic again. And I'm like, okay, buddy, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do it anymore. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it right there. No, I'm not. I want to play this. This is Jeff Darlington. He is the guy who today, he's the good friend of Scotty Scheffler. Is that his name? Scotty Scheffler, the golfer, who got arrested today. He put on his work clothes and went on to ESPN today. And this is what he said. He's the guy that you hear in the video when Scotty Scheffler says, hey, help me.
During Valhalla Golf Club this morning, we witnessed a car pull around us that was Scotty Scheffler was in the car. To be very clear about the details here, Scotty Scheffler has been detained by police officers, placed in the back of a police vehicle in handcuffs after he tried to pull around what he believed to be security, ended up being police officers. They told him to stop. When he didn't stop, the police officer attached himself to the vehicle. Scheffler then traveled another 10 yards before stopping the car. The police officer then grabbed at his arm, attempting to pull him out of the car before Scheffler eventually opened the door, at which point the police officer pulled Scheffler out of the car, pushed him up against the car, and immediately placed him in handcuffs. Scheffler was then walked over to the police car, placed in the back in handcuffs, very stunned about what was happening, looked toward me as he was in those handcuffs and said, please help me. He very clearly did not know what was happening in the situation. It moved very quickly, very rapidly, very aggressively. He was detained in that police vehicle for approximately 20 minutes. The police officers at that point did not understand that Scotty Scheffler was a golfer in the tournament.
That doesn't matter. That has no bearing on this whatsoever.
Managing your finances is a...
I can't believe that they didn't know who he was. So are you suggesting that if they did, they would have said, go on through? Oh, my God. That is fantastic. Patrick writes, the Men's Warehouse story was one of the first full shows I ever listened to. It was a historic, glorious time. It was the Men's Warehouse story. All right, folks, I'm going to leave it right there. There you go. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will be back on Monday. Rob writes, the cop attempting to jump on a moving car just doesn't sound like assaulting a cop charges could stick. I'm not a lawyer, but it doesn't seem to fit the facts. I agree with that. All right. Thank you, folks. I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.